we published a paper in the British Medical Journal, case reports on a young woman who had follicular lymphoma, had progressed for a couple of years. And interestingly enough, her doctor, her oncologist, told her that diet didn't matter. The diet wasn't related to, this particular type of cancer. She could eat whatever she wanted to. But nonetheless, she decided to come in rather than go through chemotherapy and underwent fasting. And we did 3 weeks of fasting, during which time you could literally feel these tumors disappearing. She had her follow-up CT scan, and at a year, we submitted this case report. And it was interesting because BMJ said, well, maybe she got lucky. And yes, it progressed for 2 years. Yes, it went away in 21 days of fasting. But maybe, it was just naturally the time for it to go into remission. A small percentage of lymphoma patients do go through spontaneous remission. So they said, why don't you follow her for 3 years and see whether she can sustain that? Because we can treat lymphoma with drugs and the tumors will go down, but they tend to come back. And that's the problem. It doesn't really reduce necessarily all-cause mortality because the condition isn't actually resolved. So we followed her for 3 years, and I told her that she had to stick strictly to the dietary protocol or it would be fatal because I'd track her down and kill her. And she did stick to the diet. And at 3 years, we have CT evidence that she was cancer-free. And we submitted that to BMJ. And interestingly enough, at first they rejected the follow-up that they invited. And we kind of appealed that. And eventually they did decide to publish the follow-up. And then we followed her for 10 years. And she continues to be cancer-free. And she continues to follow a whole plant food SOS-free diet.